Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll try the left side. Hines. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The completion there for the reigning MVP. And, Charles, even though he's slip-sliding towards 40, it is certainly a tough task to ask a defense to stop Aaron Rodgers. But what can they at least try to do to slow him down?
I think for him is take advantage of the few opportunities he gives you. He's not going to throw very many interceptions, so if you get a chance to get your hands on the ball, you better take it. But if you can get him off the field on 3rd down, that is a huge one. Be able to blanket receivers, knock the ball free, but get off the field, because the longer that drive goes, he's going to put it in the end zone.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty, as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On play action, it's Mahomes. Out to his left. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now it's Hines looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Cobb to return. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Elton Jenkins, the Pro Bowler, flag there. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
They go play action. Now Mahomes steps away. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try to run with Hines. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. On first down, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Not much there, only a yard. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Rodgers. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Butker's kick here is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Here's second and a yard. Here's Hines. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On first down, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. It's Hill, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On first down, it's Hines, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down, right back to Hines. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. That's good for 28 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Brandon Cooks. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the think? Evades the tackler and now some space. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The end result, 21 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's David Bakhtiari, the all-pro tackle, guilty on that one. Here's Jones again on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Now a play fake. Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. For Boy, Sade Oluokun able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as
he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Mahomes now on first down. Cooks on the quick slant. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Here's Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Rodgers going to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers get a score closer.
So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for two.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Rodgers will throw for it. It's complete, and they will get back to within one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a toss play. It's Hines. Jalen Smith, the NFC's leading tackler in 2020. They're on the stop defensively.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. Hines. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. And just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Mahomes to throw. This to Hines on the drop-off. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Nyheim Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. Complete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 59, right? Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I'm on. Mike's 50. Mike's 59. Hey, tight. Mike, check. 59. Watch the pass.
They go play action. Now Mahomes shakes off the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia, the Chargers have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown lead. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock. It's a 1st down with the clock showing 26 seconds to play. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. Shoves him away. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Runs over him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
One final try now for Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Kansas City, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys drop the mask up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real Rap a Lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but then take us in. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's my dinner time. I keep my eyes on